faster, should we just sit up there? Or? Right, yeah.
I don't know, maybe I won't. We need to go bar hopping for sure. That's a really good idea. And
that was the pretense.
wondering why we decided to march around this area? Well, this is the Center for Institutional Racism and Fascism in Washington, D.C. This court over here marginalizes communities, putting people in jail who don't deserve it. I have 200 friends facing felony charges for showing up for a protest. I have friends who defended Seville the first time the Nazis showed up there, who were facing felony charges.
Support the J20!
Seville should do no time! Masking up is not a crime! Seville should do no time! Masking up is not a crime!
Thank you. We must stop racism, fascism, homophobia, all the awful things in this world, not just in the streets, not just to stop these Nazis and take them out of our town, but to also change this system. To also change the institutional racism perpetrated by the people in that building over there. By the people in these cars. Stop that!
Sledgehammer!
I want someone die defending that.
Sledgehammer!
Charlottesville. I watch countless people put their lives on the line to stop hate. And that's what we're doing here today. We're here because we don't want this type of hate in our community or in this country. We are here to push them out, to change the system.
Destroy the system!
And to make sure we remember Heather. And to make sure that her death does not go in vain. This disgusting fucking statue behind me.
Sledgehammer! Yeah, you know, the O'Keefe people actually have a doctored video of me with a great big sledgehammer, and what I'm actually smacking in that video is one of those things where you ring a bell.
Why we're here at this statue.
Right now, put it in my hand.
Does anyone want to know why we're here at this fucking statue? This statue! Albert Pike was an attorney soldier, writer, and Freemason, and he is the only Confederate military officer with a statue in so-called liberal D.C. He was also one of the early founders of the KKK.
been homeless in this city, been raped in this city, and it does my heart good to see this in my city. I want to recognize the life that was lost yesterday of someone that I did not know personally, but that I feel a kinship with. Heather.
You want to talk? All right. Hey, so your name is? I'm sorry. What's your name?
My name is Carlos Jesus. Carlos Jesus.
How old are you and where are you from?
I'm 20 years old. I'm actually from Miami, but I go to school here at LIU Brooklyn in New York, and I'm the president of Young Progressives of America. It's a political organization of young people taking political power, which is what we want to do. Right now we're here demonstrating in front of Trump Tower. We want to give Trump a very warm welcome and let him know that America does not stand for what he is enabling, for white nationalism and white supremacy.
And what group are you affiliated with?
So I'm the president of Young Progressives of America.
Okay. And what are Young Progressive of America? What is your platform?
So our platform is, what we're aiming to do is to have young people collectively wield political power in order to implement the progressive agenda in America. We actually took control of the student government at LIU Brooklyn back in April. We founded the organization in January. I campaigned for Bernie Sanders in Miami, and we've been active ever since. And our goal is that young people now more than ever need to step up. We're at crossroads in American history. It is up to this generation to save the society and save the planet.
And why today? So why, obviously Trump is returning back to New York for the first time since May. There were protests last night. But this is one of the largest anti-Trump protests I've seen in a long time here in New York. Why do you think so many people are now coming out tonight?
So when you look at the events of this weekend, where you had outright white nationalists, neo-Nazis, KKK members without the hoods demonstrating and spewing their hatred, we're at a moment in history where we have to learn what happened, and we cannot stay silent, we cannot sit down. And I believe that Trump took so long to condemn white nationalism and neo-Nazism that it showed the country that he is enabling that behavior. He has Steve Bannon, Sebastian Gorka, and Steve Miller, who are outright white nationalists. And today, Trump is coming here to New York City, and we need to show the opposition to that ideology. We suffered a domestic terrorist attack, which he did not even mention it as a terrorist attack.
And which domestic terrorist attack are you talking about? There was the bombing at the mosque, and then also the attack in Virginia this past week.
Interestingly, if it's a person of color, Trump is very quick to condemn and call it a terrorist attack. But the bombing against the mosque, and then when you look at the car that plowed through so many innocent counter-protesters who were there opposing Nazism, and he does not call it out as domestic terrorism. He is not naming the enemy, and that is a hypocrisy on his part. Heather Heyer died fighting racism, bigotry, and we are here in her name and her honor as well, keeping that fight and carrying the torch forward.
And did you hear anything about an arrest today in Oklahoma?
Yes. So I was actually over there in front of Trump Tower. Can you hear it? I was actually right there in the sidewalk when we were attacked by the police. People were punched, we were hit with clubs when we were peacefully assembling, having a rally. White nationalists get a platform. The police protects their freedom of speech. But when it's ours, we got brutalized by police. People got their glasses knocked off their faces and got punched. That is not the America that I believe we should be. I believe in the America where we fought to abolish slavery. The America that's fought for progress, for the civil rights movement, women's suffrage. And now, the prospect of going back to the 1920s is getting closer than ever. We must not let that happen. That's why I believe young people need to take power and rise up, because our generation, the younger generation, overwhelmingly rejects racism, sexism, and xenophobia. Our generation is progressive and super diverse. And I believe that we do have the power to save this society and this planet.
Thank you very much for speaking with me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much.
And just one more time for our viewers, your name?
My name is Carlos Jesus. So it's Carlos, C-A-R-L-O-S, Jesus, J-E-S-U-S.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Be safe.
Thank you.
You've been through the thick of it, eh?
Straight from my plane. Well, I stopped at the office to get a battery pack, and now here I am.
I'd like to talk to you, but it's so fucking loud about Charlottesville.
I know.
Are you live right now?
Yeah, we're live. Let's talk later.
You be around?
I'll be here.
All right.
Until my battery's dead.
All right. We'll talk.
I'll see you. Sorry. Excuse me. Hi there. How are you? My name is Andrew Kimmel with BuzzFeed News. And I saw your sign. I just wanted to, let's see. Do you mind if I ask what your name is, where you're from? And
My name's Jennifer Wilson. I'm from right here in New York.
Okay. And so, two things. What brought you out here? And then also about your sign.
Yes. Okay. So I think Trump's remarks in Charlottesville and his response were woefully inadequate. I could not believe that he didn't say anything directly against the protests that happened there. I could not come today.
And so do you think that a large portion of today's protesters have come because of what happened in Charlottesville, or just because Trump's returning?
I would bet it's a combination of two things, I would guess. A lot of people are here because of Charlottesville and his comments, but I think people are also just here to protest Trump.
And today, Trump did hold a press conference where he did mention...
I saw that.
That he
Yeah,
condemns...
at first he mentioned how well the stock market's doing and how well the economy is, and then he eventually got around to comments on Charlottesville. No, not good enough.
And were you here when the police moved people?
Yeah, I got here at like 5:20 maybe. It got a little dicey. I wish they had told us where they wanted us to go. There was just a huge gathering of cops, and then they came up. I love the NYPD. They do a great job at every one of these protests. I come to a lot of these. But if they had just told us where they want us to go, we'll go there.
Can you explain what happened to our viewers that might not have seen?
So basically, we were all gathered kind of in front of Trump Tower on a corner, and it was slightly out across the corner in traffic. They had sort of blocked it off with blockades, but they wouldn't let us anywhere in front of Trump Tower or along that block. So it got a little awkward, and eventually cops just came. There were a lot of cops and a whole bunch of bicycle cops that came up. Nobody knew what was going on, and they basically shoved us over in a blockade over into these cattle blockades and keep shoving us back towards Central Park.
And do you think that was an appropriate response? And how would you compare that response to what happened in Charlottesville?
Good question. Okay. They're keeping us safe. I understand that. I appreciate that they dragged out some Trump supporters that came in and started fights over there. I don't know if you guys caught that. I like the NYPD. I like what they do at protests. I think they're doing a good job. It was a little awkward. Just tell us where you need us to go.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with me.
No sweat. Thank you.
And be safe.
You too.
Did you interview that blonde woman right there? She's like a lone Trump-supported conservative, so she's going around periscoping people and then debating them. This blonde girl right there. You should get her opinion. Right here. Yeah. She's periscoping people and getting into like conversations.
All right. Thank you. So apparently there is a Trump supporter within the protest zone here in New York who's live streaming and trying to get into confrontations with those that are protesting against Trump. I think it's Laura Loomer, to be honest with you. It's hard to see, but from the back it looks like Laura Loomer, who is a very vocal figure on the right. All right, well, it's kind of tough to get over there right now, and she's also doing an interview with someone else.
So much. It has only been allowed because so many people have heard comments and let it slide. You hear a joke and you laugh along rather than tell somebody it's inappropriate. And it has escalated to a point where white silence has built a complacency upon which we all stand for minority violence.
You talk about white silence, but what about the threats against white people? Like, don't you think that whites have been neglected in this country?
Understand what
So for those of you who don't know, this is Laura Loomer, who is conducting a Periscope right now. She's a prominent figure on the right who has entered the protest zone across Trump Tower, who's engaging with protesters, trying to rile them up a bit while she's periscoping to her network. She did condemn the attack that happened in Charlottesville. She definitely distanced herself from what had happened there. But Laura was one of the people who, along with Jack Posobiec, interrupted the performance of Shakespeare in the park and was arrested by police after going on stage because the Shakespeare in the Park performance had the actors do an assassination on someone that appeared to be President Trump. Robin Barfield-Liggins, she does have a right to be there, for sure, for sure. Hi, how are you? How are you? My name is Andrew Kimmel with BuzzFeed News.
I'm great. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. I just got back from Charlottesville. So, hi everyone on Laura's page. I just want to say, how is Baked Alaska doing? Okay, because I did see he had he got pepper sprayed in the eye, so I just want to make sure he's okay.
And that's very unfortunate. You'll have to ask Baked Alaska how he's doing.
Okay.
And
I did see that.
Are they concerned about Baked Alaska over at BuzzFeed since you want the former employees?
Yes, of course, of course. But we did see that you condemned the attack that happened in Charlottesville. And so, why did you decide to take that stance to condemn what happened? Because a lot of people.
I'm not a member of the alt-right, and I condemn violence against innocent people. I don't care if that woman who was murdered is a liberal or a leftist and I'm a conservative. What happened to her was wrong. The alt-right individuals who organized that rally, the man who plowed her over with a car is a terrorist. He used a jihadi leftist tactic, right? I criticize Muslims throughout Europe who use cars to run people over, and I call them a terrorist. So I'm going to call this man who ran this woman over a terrorist.
There's some people, and just because I follow you on Twitter, I follow, a lot of people that you associate with on Twitter as well, and I think that's the idea that people might have of you, is that you are going to these events, you're supporting people, and maybe not supporting, but appearing alongside people that have a certain rhetoric against Muslims.
What does this have to do with Muslims, though?
Well, I'm just saying that, that's why people might push you to a side.
Why is it wrong to criticize Islam? Why is it wrong to call out mass immigration? Why is it wrong to criticize an ideology that wants to kill Christian and Jews, that wants to toss? Half of your staff are probably gay males anyway at BuzzFeed. I mean, do you realize that Islamists probably want to toss a majority of your staff, LGBTQ people, women, the people you are friends with, the people you associate with. I assume you're a Democrat, the people within your party. You're not a Democrat? Well, look, you have to admit that there are problems with Islam, an ideology that preaches hate.
There was news today about what happened in Oklahoma. What are your thoughts about the arrest that happened? Your thoughts on the arrest of Oklahoma?
Donald Trump has got to go.
The arrest that occurred in Oklahoma.
Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey.
All right, so protesters are now speaking loud.
Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
I'm trying to be
Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Thank you anyway for speaking with me. I appreciate it.
But just so you know, I don't consider the alt-right to be right. They're national socialists, okay? National socialism is left-wing. That's what people need to understand. The alt-right is full of controlled opposition, right? Individuals, probably the same people who are funded by George Soros on the left. That's probably who's funding the alt-right as well, right? I
So my last question is just, what are your thoughts on what happened in Oklahoma today? There was an arrest of a young man who was found in a van that was trying to blow up a building, and it was another white American.
Well, look, you know, I've been working all day, so unfortunately I'm not too familiar with the story. I did see what you're talking about, but if it turns out that he was planning an attack on people, you know, regardless of what color you are, bombing people is not okay.
So, and I'm sorry, that's the reason why I think that a lot of people here, you know, would probably say that they have a beef with you, because there appears to be a lot of attacks that are happening, and thwarted attacks by white Americans.
Okay, right, but what about all the attacks against white Americans as well?
Can you name some for us, please?
Well, okay, we were talking about Islam, for example. You have people.
And here in America, domestic attacks.
You have Antifa, which needs to be labeled a domestic.
I'm talking about Muslim attacks.
No, but you asked me about attacks against white Americans. You have Black Lives Matter individuals, a terrorist organization that shoots white police officers, calls them pigs in a blanket. You have members of Antifa trying to assault white males and white women on the right because they don't like white people. Look at, you see signs about shutting down white supremacy. What about shutting down black supremacy as well? Look, I'm against all types of supremacy, but Black Lives Matter going out in the streets and going to Charlottesville as well and chanting death to white people and white lives don't matter is no better than people on the alt-right screaming Black lives don't matter and gas the kites, right? Can we agree on that?
I can't say whether I agree or disagree. I'm sorry, but because that's not my job. That's not. I'm not like you. Okay. Thank you so much, Laura.
Thanks for interviewing me, but you have to admit, BuzzFeed doesn't exactly have the best record of reporting credible real news.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. What was the fake news that we did?
The dossier, the Russian dossier that you guys are currently being sued over. Are you denying that that's fake news?
That was in front of every news organization. That was in front of the president. That was in front of everyone. And Ben Smith made a decision to put that out. Do you believe that people have the right to know what everyone else was talking about?
Do you really honestly think that it's responsible to publish things about the president getting peed on and the president peeing on people? Like, do you guys back that at all?
I'm sorry, if that's the one thing you say that we're fake news, then I have nothing else to say. I'm sorry. But thank you. I do appreciate you speaking with me, though.
I appreciate you speaking with me, too, but, you know, I do hope that BuzzFeed will stop reporting fake news.
Well, we're live streaming, so just like you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So everyone, that was Laura Loomer, who is part of the right, who identifies herself with the alt-right, and has been a very prominent figure at most of the alt-right rallies. So after this past weekend in Charlottesville, Virginia, she did distance herself and state that she condemns the attack and considered it a terrorist attack, which actually many other members of the alt-right have also done. There were some prominent figures, Mike Cernovich, Gavin McGinnis. So anyway, yep, sorry guys. She would not let me leave. But yeah, I think for right now she might be the only pro-Trump figure within the protest zone at this protest outside of Trump Tower here in New York. Amanda Bauman, at least she condemned the attack. Yes. How many different factions are here? It's hard to tell, actually, because right now I see People's Congress of Resistance. I see refusefascism.org. Those are the signs that I see, but I know that there's at least 4 other groups that arranged to have this protest put on. How many are here? Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome. And look, for the most part, I would say that we had a pretty productive conversation, but I would ask you to label Antifa and Black Lives Matter as terrorist organizations if I'm going to be labeling the alt-right as a terrorist organization. I think it's fair.
I just want to say that, yeah, we can have a peaceful conversation. That's all.
We did. I think it's great. I think that what we did is what more people need to do. We're not hitting each other. We're not calling each other names, and we're having a peaceful conversation.
Yep. All right. Well, be safe.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
So Laura just came back up to take a picture of my BuzzFeed. The next guy in the 4chan chats.
Good job, guys. Good job. And but anyway, so again, like I commend the guys with NYPD, men and women. There's female cops too. So, and again, these guys, they do the job. You know, they're keeping us safe. You know, they're making sure just a dude like me with a phone can be safe in the city. And like they really, you know, deserve our gratitude. You know, so these guys are courageous. These guys are trained to do this. And very underappreciated too. I mean, they don't get like a big salary or anything like that. So.
Every single thing this administration has done is reprehensible, disgusting, and terrifying. And I would like to see Amendment 25 be invoked, because this man is not fit to hold office, let alone work at McDonald's.
And for those of our viewers who might not know what Amendment 25 is, can you just explain what Amendment 25 is?
As far as I understand it, it can be invoked when the president is incapable of fulfilling the duties of his office. Now, from my point of view, one of the duties of the president's office is to behave in such a way that he does not exacerbate already existing tensions, that he doesn't create tempests in a teapot, and that he doesn't terrify the entire world as he has done this past week, let alone not decry and denounce the kind of racism that we saw in Charlottesville.
Did you ever think in 2017 a headline would read that Nazis held rally in America?
No, I can't say I would have ever predicted that.
And I guess my last question to you would be...
with me, but I'm also trying to give you a sense of what it's like to be here right now.
What next? What do you think is going to happen?
I cherish this fond hope that Trump will resign before the 4 years. There are so many lawsuits and so many investigations and so many demonstrations, and he has outraged so many heads of state that I think he will be, our allies are dropping away from us. The people who support him, he's firing them. I don't think he's going to have even 2 square inches to stand on within, some period of time. So my hope is that before he gets impeached and before he's thrown into jail, he will simply fucking resign.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Let me know if you guys see anyone in particular that you would like me to talk to. If you guys have any questions, I see I'm actually watching and reading them. For everyone just tuning in, my name is Andrew Kimmel with BuzzFeed News. I have to say that when I first arrived outside of Trump,
I'm going to try and move us to a better location because I'm pressed, so I might be able to stand in a better place. Just bear with me. Sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. New York hates you! New York
Well, now Laura Loomer is getting a lot of the attention that she wanted, so I'm going to actually move over here. The guy with the camera on his neck, all right, I can interview him, but I think he's a bit preoccupied. So yeah, as I was saying, when I first arrived, within 10 minutes, we were across the street from Trump Tower. There were protesters that had gathered on the sidewalk. People were sitting on the ground, and then police had said that everyone had to move and leave. And by move and leave, I mean move across the street to a protest zone. Protesters had gotten up, but it wasn't quick enough for the NYPD, who then crossed a barricade and started shoving people onto the ground and forcing them with clubs to this area across the street on 57th and 5th. So now there are protesters that are penned on 5th Avenue, as well as some bystanders on both the east and west ends of 5th Avenue. People are now chanting "fascist" at Laura Loomer. So some of you are asking where the music is coming from. There is a band that has been playing, which it's actually quite similar in the sense to protesters that were gathering in Charlottesville. Throughout the entire time in Charlottesville, there were members from left-wing groups that were pounding on drums throughout the entirety of the protest/rally.
They said her hand was already shot.
Why are you racist?
Nobody's touching
Go home, racist! Go home, racist! Go home, racist! Go home, racist!
Say the truth. Say the truth. Say the truth.
Laura Loomer.
Shame on you.
It doesn't make sense then.
You fascist pig! You fascist pig! 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 Fascist pig!
All right, well. I'm going to make my way towards the music, as I saw some of you were asking questions about that. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. So I see many of you are asking about who is Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer is a prominent figure on the right who is most known for standing on stage during a performance of Julius Caesar, Shakespeare in the Park, and interrupted the performance because there was an interpretation in the play where a supposed Donald Trump character was assassinated. So she was arrested during that. She's also been a figure at most of the alt-right rallies that have been happening around the country. And the last time that I saw her was, I I'm actually forgetting the name of the protest because there's been so many, and I'm drawing a blank right now. But it was the anti-Muslim march. Oh no, it's the No Sharia law protest that was taking place in more than 20 states in the country. So she was a prominent figure at the New York location. And Laura is a very staunch, conservative Jewish woman. All right, so guys, I'm going to make my way through the crowd. I'll see if I can get any sort of high vantage point to show you what the size of the crowd looks like. And also, I apologize if you see any sort of like green interference. The police had broken my original camera cord, so now I'm using a spare one that is not the greatest. David Jorgensen, I know Tim very well from Inspire Bank Exits. I did say hello to him. I'd be happy to interview him. He's doing his own live stream at the moment now, so I don't want to interrupt him. I hope I'm saying your name right, Serdar. I will do my best.
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
I just saw someone for the Party for Socialism. Party for Socialism and Liberation.
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
Chance right now, the people united will never be defeated. This is being held by someone wearing a shirt for the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
Will never be defeated. The people united.
Jessica and Lizzie, no, I cannot talk to a police officer. I attempted to do that earlier, and it did not go well. In fact, I was thrown and shoved and broken, and they broke my camera. So I don't think I could do that again. Maybe a little later. Thank you, Sarah. So for those of you just tuning in, my name is Andrew Kimmel for BuzzFeed News. I am live outside of Trump Tower. We are on 57th and 5th here in New York City, where Trump is scheduled to return tonight for the first time since May. His last visit here was with the Prime Minister of Australia, where he was on the Intrepid, and there was a massive crowd of protesters for that. But this actually, this is the largest that I've seen since the inauguration. and everyone, Tyrese Price seems to be making a joke about a terrorist attack that occurred this past weekend. So that's not very funny. Also, guys, let me know if there's any interruptions with my feed. I've been having some technical issues throughout this evening. Excuse me, guys.
No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. 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 No KKK, no fascist USA.
Sorry, I can't. But thank you. We're live right now. Excuse me. So it looks like the NYPD has now gotten involved with Laura Loomer over there. Or at least are monitoring the situation.
Fascist USA!
Questions. My name is Andrew Kim with BuzzFeed News.
Hi.
Live streaming on Facebook right now. How are you? Oh, we just lost everyone.
Could I tell you?
Sure, yeah. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Isadora, and I'm from Brooklyn.
And you don't need to shout so much.
Oh, okay. Hi.
And how old are you?
12, almost 13.
So what brought you out here today, and are you here with your parents?
I'm here with my mom because my dad couldn't make it. But what really brought me out here is yesterday I went to a rally after what happened in Charlottesville, and today I'm out here because a lot of people in the world right now are doing crazy things and are hurting people for no reason, and I'm out here to tell them to stop and not to hurt people anymore.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and be safe tonight.
Thank you.
So the dog is wearing a protest sign as well. So as of right now, there's protesters that have gathered on 5th Avenue, on 57th and 5th. There's people that are on both the east and west end of the streets. It's quite difficult to see just because of my wires. Oh. Sorry.
Their roommates, a lot
lot of my teachers.
Sorry, I thought something else was going on, but yeah, there's I would say that there is about 1,000 people that are out here right now. Could be more. It's hard to see because there were protesters that were on 57th, but also on 55th, and so we've been penned into an area on 57th and 5th. There could be another area on 55th. The crowd is now screaming Black Lives Matter, something that Laura Loomer, the prominent right figure, is screaming and is against, is calling for Black Lives Matter and the left-wing group Antifa for anti-fascists to be called terrorist organizations, as though the alt-right is certainly getting a lot of heat after this past weekend.
Everybody in the world that can't be here or doesn't have the heart to stand up for America. You understand? Every day we have to do this. We got to organize. It's them against us. You understand? We're not in barricades because they're protecting us. We're in barricades because they want to keep us caged in. The government against the people. But the people are against the government. And at the end of the day, we are stronger. Because we're going to need to stick together, stand together, support each one. And that's it. I'm for Black Lives Matter. I'm on name of Sean for Women's March. Let's go!
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hi, my name is Andrew Kim. I'm with BuzzFeed News. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? First up, oh, you can take that.
The Trump regime has got to go. Hey, hey.
I'm gonna come.
Ho, ho. The Trump regime has got to go. Hey, hey.
All right, you can talk right here.
All right.
But first up, what is your name and where are you from?
I'm Monet Michon from New York City.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
I'm Monet Michon.
Monet, all right.
Yes, from New York City.
Well, thank you for speaking with me, Monet. Why did you turn out tonight? Why was it tonight that you decided to come out and protest?
It's not only tonight. I've been doing activism for the past couple of years now. It started with the Eric Garner for me with Black Lives Matter. And we did the Millions March New York City. From there, we walked from New York City to Washington, D.C. for 9 days. After that was the Women's March in January that we did in D.C. And we just did the NRA to DOJ a couple weeks back.
Did you do the full, was it 18 miles?
Full 18.6 miles. Correct. Correct.
So one thing, there was someone that was just in here, I don't know if she's still in here, but someone named Laura Loomer, who was calling for Black Lives Matter to be considered a terrorist organization. What are your thoughts on that? And then what are your thoughts on the organizations that she's been associated with?
Well, if Black Lives Matter is terrorism, I don't see where Black Lives Matter has rolled over people in the streets or killed anyone in this protest that we do. We do protests out of love. We do protests out of defense. We do protests out of discipline. You know, years back in the 60s, they said the Black Panthers were also terrorists. But we were defending the people and defending ourselves and defending each other. So I don't think Black Lives Matter has anything to do with terrorism at all. So what we're up against is going to be greater, you know, this cause is greater than what we're up against. I feel like the People United is coming out. It's all races. There's not just Black Lives Matter. Like, literally, it's everyone coming out and doing what they have to do. So, against the government.
And this past weekend, it was a very difficult weekend in Charlottesville, Virginia. What are your thoughts on what happened there and the president's response?
2 days is just... You took 2 days to answer the people's questions and 2 minutes to tweet out to one of the CEOs of a company who recently stood down and resigned. And I'm not getting that situation where your people in the White House, your representatives have to speak for you. You are the president of the United States. This shouldn't be 2 days for a comment. When President Obama was in, he rushed to the situation. There was CNN, ABC, NBC, they shut down the whole network so he can speak to on what he had to say. Even if it was a couple hours later, he gathered his thoughts together, and as the president of the United States, he faced whatever calamity was, went down. So,
do you think the events of this weekend are a tipping point in terms of both of where this country is heading, people's perceptions of domestic terrorism? What are your thoughts on how white supremacists were able to hold this rally, and police didn't even interfere really until about an hour and a half in, far after, long after violence began?
I feel like the white supremacy, they're seeing, or they're scared of their history being erased, and it has to do with their statues, it has stuff to do with their rights, and at the end of the day, it has something to do with what Republicans stand for, because that is what Republicans stand for. So the people are waking up, and we're out here to let them know it's not going down. We're sick and tired of being pushed around, and we're not going to have it anymore. So.
And what do you want to see happen? What are the next steps? In 6 months down the road?
Organize. We're going to organize. We're already planning to do something in demonstration in 2018 for the Charlottesville. It's going to be really big. It's going to be really big. Detroit is next for us in October for Women's March, so everybody in October, end of October, look out for that. We're going to keep marching. We're going to keep protesting. We're going to keep rallying up and calling our government and figuring it out, and that's it.
Thank you so much for speaking with me. Appreciate it. Be safe. So things have just quieted down for a second here. I don't know if that means that some of the activists are trying to organize, they're just passing off their microphone. There's still music being played in another part of the protest zone. Cindy Holhouse is saying the police in Charlottesville didn't have as much gun power as the white supremacists. They were heavily armed. Yes, there were members of the right wing who were heavily armed. Mainly members of the 3%ers that I saw that were open carrying with assault weapons. But there were far more police that were armed than those on the right. From what I saw, and I was there, there was National Guard on standby. There was the Charlottesville Police Department. There was state police. There was a heavy police presence there. And then also, Virginia did contribute and take part in a government program where they acquire discounted surplus goods and weapons from the military. They actually had millions upon millions of dollars worth of weapons that they had purchased from the military. The 3%ers is a paramilitary group. Chants are now going to no hate, no fear, immigrants are welcome here. So it seems that the overall message here is that it's all-encompassing. It's everything that Donald Trump has said something against. Now they're chanting about hands too small, can't build a wall. So this is going towards the Trump's campaign promise to build the wall, the border wall between the United States and Mexico. People are chanting against the immigration ban, the Muslim ban, the transgender ban. what happened in Charlottesville. I mean, there's a lot of different things that people are protesting here tonight, all culminating in a big no to Donald Trump, who is returning back to New York tonight for the first time since May. You guys want to chat? Live on Facebook right now.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
My name is Andrew Kim. I'm with BuzzFeed News. What's your name?
My name's Jessica Harold.
Jessica, where are you from?
I'm from here, I guess, kind of now. I'm from Nashville, but I moved here.
Okay. So what brought you out here tonight? Because there seems to be a lot of different messages, but the one overlying message is no to Donald Trump.
That would be my main concern. I'm just kind of fed up with all this, and like it's just not really fair that we're having to even defend hating Nazis. Like we're having to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm not against alt-right just because it's just fucking ridiculous. This whole thing is mind-blowing, and I feel like I'm in an alternate reality, and I feel like we're all screaming and we're freaking out because we don't know what to do, and we're all lost and we're looking for an answer, and this is the best we can do. This is it.
What is it for you that, in regards to Donald Trump, that really brought you out here tonight? Is there anything in particular?
I mean,
specifically?
Everything pisses me off, but personally, as a woman who has been almost attacked several times, it fucks me up that he thinks he can say what he says and treat women the way he does.
And by say what he says, is there a quote in particular?
Grab her by the pussy. That would be the one. It really resonated. All right, cool.
And what are your thoughts on what occurred over this past weekend in Charlottesville, Virginia? A, what do you think about his response? And B, overall as a country, what does that say about us?
I mean, the fact that he didn't really hold accountability for anything or really call anybody out just shows where he stands, in my opinion. I think what happened there is just deplorable and tragic, and I mean, the fact that everybody isn't here right now, just forming an ocean of tears, just makes me really sad. I feel like that we're the saddest people. I don't know, and nobody else is as sad as we are. I feel like everyone should be this sad.
Do you think that something like what occurred in Charlottesville is something that would bring the country together, and do you see that happening?
I think it depends. I feel like, honestly, we were actually talking about, I don't think that anything's going to happen until it happens to white people, until a bunch of fucking white people are killed. Then people are going to listen, then it's going to be a thing. Until then, we're just going to keep having these things until it changes. And
they were saying, many people were also saying, it's similar as to what happened with police brutality in Minneapolis when the white Australian woman was shot while she was unarmed after she had called the police. So there does seem to be some truth to that, in the sense that after that happened, the police chief did resign. And so people are saying that that is what it takes. So this past weekend, a domestic terrorist did kill a white woman. What do you think will change?
I mean, it's definitely getting more attention already. So maybe people who weren't automatically going to be a part of the movement or wrote it off as some sort of radical whatever, maybe they'll actually listen now because they feel like, one of their own was affected. I don't know. Hopefully.
And then, were you familiar with Laura Loomer, who was in here earlier?
No, I wasn't. I was wondering what the hype was.
Okay. Well, what are your thoughts on members of the so-called alt-right, that they coin themselves the alt-right? People, I don't know if you're familiar with the group called the Proud Boys, a chauvinistic group. So would you consider them to be in that same category or not? Because they are now distancing themselves from the groups that were rallying in Charlottesville.
I mean, I feel like anybody who's going to associate themselves is just trash. Anyone who's going to associate their name with that, anyone who's going to put any sort of energy
Fuck you, Donald!
you. Fuck you, Donald. New York hates 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 you. Fuck you, Donald. No justice. No peace. No justice. Peace. This is police.
No justice!
No peace! No racist police! No justice! No peace! No racist police! No justice! No peace! No racist police! No justice! No peace! No racist police! No justice! No peace! No racist police! No justice! No peace! No racist police! No justice! No peace! No racist police! No justice! No peace! No racist police! No justice! No peace! No racist police! No justice! No peace! No racist police! No justice! No peace! No racist police! No ban! No registry! Fuck white supremacy! 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 No supremacy. No ban, no registry. Fuck white 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 supremacy. No ban,
Then don't walk through here.
no registry. Fuck white supremacy. No ban, 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 no registry. Fuck white supremacy. 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 No registry. Fuck white supremacy. No ban. 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 No registry. people. Down with the ruling class, up with the people. Down with the ruling class, up with the people. Down with the ruling class, up with the people. Down with the ruling class, up with the people. 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 Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Down with the ruling class. Up with the people. Up with the people.
So he presumably will be here the next 10 minutes, but I don't know where he is. I'm tired. I just want to yell shame, 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 and then go home and eat pizza like a real New Yorker.
Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Don't give up, he's almost here. Woo! This is what democracy looks like. 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 Can you pronounce milk? The people united will never be divided. 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 Just a reminder.
had a second one off too. One, he ducked it. And the other, he did it again. I was like,
I feel like it's hard to swallow. But a bar that big. I know. That's the first thing I said. There was like so many people who didn't really know what was going on. So we were like standing on the apartment, or like we were like, oh man, like, because it showed up probably like 8 a.m. and it was like 10 minutes. We were just standing there. We were like, why are we like marching back? Like that's so weird. And then we like walked around to like the front of the ground and realized there was just like a big club in a park. We were standing there and the marching was like happening for hours. That was my lunch because we like didn't know what was going on, but we was like standing there. So that was probably like 4 hours. It was probably like 18 minutes. She only eats the macaroni. Yeah, probably this.
I'm gonna be right on out of here.
Yeah.
Coconut, I've been talking to her. I just had such fun cleaning the house. Mrs. And I was chasing her. What do you want? Cheese pepperoni, everything.
I want cheese.
It's all on good.
So I can't do a lot of pizza. I even 3 slices. Like,
No, it's alright. Give me a. See you there.
It's just like that.
You're the guy who's on they're like I walked in and I sat down and I was like, oh, look, you were in the same registration meeting or whatever. I was like, oh, yeah, we were. And she was like, yeah, I was like, messaged you about a part. I was not going to do you. And I like looked back at my voice and we like changed like 4 messages and then that's why I like did it Wednesday. I feel like I probably didn't even mention it to you. I mean, because he like, I don't feel like what the conversation was.
Do you want to be on my team? Would that be fun?
South in the alley of Gladys and then maybe west.
I like don't think I probably even mentioned it. No, it was like one of the first. I think I saw Henry.
Somebody too on the way.
And I like, we were like walking in the hall and it was like just the other day and I was like, not like trying to make eye contact, but I was like waiting to see eye contact. And she was like, oh hi guys, and then we never had like, okay, I guess we're like, yeah, I was like, no.
Park. 2524 South Central Park. 8 male Hispanics, about 14 years old, exit suspicious door number 2. They appear to be hiding when vehicles pass and they act like they're waiting for somebody.
Oh, that's interesting.
1223, can you back up your car right down the middle aisle here so they can, they'll put the officer right there. You do have somebody for a traffic accident over here, correct?
Person with a gun, 5237 West Ferdinand. 5237. That's 2 male black, black, and white team shops have gone. They're continuing with 15 people. No further information on 12 regular split. 1632.
Personal please, 4300 on Pioneer.
Show your personal on Pioneer. Sorry, 1723. Clear from that stop. Can we get a half hour in 17, please? Sergeant for approval for 1723. Units, watch your keys. Open key on the zone. Watch your keys. Check your keys. Open key. Units, check your keys. And units, you're not trying to check your keys. Open key on the zone. The units over there about the United Center, watch your keys, open key on the zone if anyone has an emergency, switching off to the frequency, open key on the zone. Check your keys, check your partner's keys.
1290 for the units on scene. If they are on United Center property, meaning inside those lots, United Center will sign a complaint for trespass in the event they don't peacefully leave.
Alright, if anyone's inside the United Center lots, if they don't peacefully leave, United Center will sign complaints. 2062, David.
Go ahead and post down a traffic stop Lawrence and Ravenswood.
2413. Paper only, oh, maybe not. I don't know. This victim on scene. Saul and Devon says there was a robbery just occurred. Male black, 30 years of age, with a yellow shirt and a red shirt, robbed a lady and fled southbound on Bell. They were not able to get any more information.
2839, okay.
Hey, you everyone in Madison?
Put on here.
10-4. Progress 5239 North Laramie, 5239 North Laramie, group of individuals fighting, loud yelling in the background, unknown if there's any weapons, nothing further, 16th District, Zone 1 clear. Alright, the crowd is at Madison and Wood and Madison.
Nine 24.
924.
I want to let you know the bonafide burglary. I'm up on the those interview order expenses.
Check your partner's keys. If anyone has emergency, switch an alternate frequency, open key on the zone. The units over at the United Center, watch your keys.
We need some necessary around the circles.
Alright, with an open key. 90, repeat your last transmission about the other wagon.
Our other wagon, if we could put them on the Madison side in front, just in case officers need a transport on that side. So we got one wagon already on Adams. Whatever the other wagon is, have them go to Madison. And they can come up on the air and tell you what beat they are.
Alright, the other wagon, we need you on the Madison side per 90. Other wagon on Madison side.
Look, can you log us off so we can log on?
Alright, 15 wants to know any foot units come over to Madison and Wood. We're calling them now.
David? Prevent the stopping change address to 945 West Windsor and can we get an RD for 092? Thank you.
You're welcome. 1165.
From Gladys and Class.
Tell you what, can you handle a battery just occurred for me in 31 feet, Harlem and Irving, and Harlem Lewis at the Potbelly said a female, white, heavy built, gray shirt, blue pants, spit on the caller disconnected, and call back, there was no answer. It doesn't turn into anything, I got a suspicious out of no Washington, but we can hang on to that for later.
We'll be at apartment 1414 on the second floor.
1569 North Horn, apartment 1414 on the second floor, 10-4.
RD numbers John Adams 391 211 391 211 event 13600. Thank you. 1133. 924. 924 second watch. Is the wagon available for a transport to Central D? It is. We have one female. 971, 973. 73. Can you transfer one female to Central D, please? 4. Sending kill there, we're good. 10-4. 1165. Only going to help out 62, but I don't have a case, so one of them could jump in the car with me and watch these prisoners. Do they need more than a two-seater? Okay, 65, they're saying disregard, they're good now. 912, you copy? Tough one. Alright. Alright, you gotta wait after there's like a man in somebody's boat. That's cool. We're gonna head to 4840 South Hermitage to get some belongings with this citizen. 10-4, 1948 on the clock if you need it. 1948. All right, please, we're at the bottom zone. Nobody's approaching.
I will try it. It was a third-party caller. 2012.
2012.
He took out a battery just occurred at Ravenswood and Berwyn. It says that there were 8 to 9 males fighting by the viaduct.
I got a battery in progress right now on 23 speed, Springfield and Irving. Irving and Springfield's got 4 minutes on it. It just says people fighting.
Alright.
Saddle Adams, go to Wood and Madison for 90, but remember the cameras. Any units not on Adams, go to Wood and Madison for 90, but remember the cameras. 1210, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm headed there now with some reinforcements, Clapton.
10-4, and 1210's en route.
1290, so on the Adams side, we're just going to have 11, 23, 13, and 72. Everyone else can head over. 11, 13, 23, and 72 stay on the Adams side.
Alright, 11, 23, 13, and 72 stay on the Adams side. Everybody else go to the Madison side, Madison and Wood for 90.
1121.
217.
20, did you copy 1423's person staff?
Yeah, you can let 1940 our call and show us over here with 2413.
10-4.
East Parker and 31 speed, that's it.
1749.
Alright, enjoy your lunch at the station, 32. Oh, and check your P... And check your PDT, 32.
10-4. 1662 Charlie.
1662 Charlie. Any parameters specific?
26.
Alright, we'll put you in 20-sector traffic mission. If you need the number, it's 14033, 14033.
262, what do you got? Still got those kids drinking, we got a call from her earlier though.
back over and take a look.
John King, my phone, over here. Yeah, I left one.
6-3, copy that. Cox, tow truck.
A disturbance in your beat, 3216 North Cicero with the Hotel Eleanor. Caller to the homeless male is panhandling in front, and then the caller became irate and hung up. Nothing further.
$1434. 1434. Suspicious person 1724 Beach, no white short hair, striped t-shirt, black shorts, backpack, pacing back and forth in the alley for an hour.
57 on zone 10. 4557.
We will call John back, yes.
14, battery in progress, 2830 Armitage, 34. Erica states ex-boyfriend's fighting her inside the third floor apartment, no further. 422.
22.
Ellington 24 battery in progress, 1610 West Towers, says there's about 20 people fighting in the back of the park by the playground. 2483.
243.
I don't know if you're in the area of getting a battery in progress called by Willie White, 1610 West Tower, 20 people fighting in the back of the park area, playground area.
Yeah, I just left the 24 district. I'm heading up that way.
At 22 going over there, so.
Third Army fatigue pants, white shoes on a blue bike.
1024, I have that plate. 770-8164 Illinois plate. They'll come back on a Ford Escape.
Alright, the plate that the Ford Escape that we're missing is 770-8164. That's the license plate on the 2008 Ford Escape.
It's gray in color.
That's a gray in color?
That's for green color.
Okay, gray Ford Escape.
Looks like they took the spare set of keys.
Okay, they took the spare set of keys, so it's not going to be like a Jimmy job.
10-4, any unit with an arrest, stay with that arrest. So each wagon on each side of the United Center, stay with that arrest per 90.
Alright,
2012.
Make this a big 19 Adam. They're filming some sort of movie over there, so if you get any more calls, expect back to us, but they're just filming a movie.
2012, 10-4.
1162 Charlie. 1162 Charlie. Get a street stop at 127 south on Kilpatrick, and it's possible to get a transport over here.
And not on United Center property. And we can ask them to leave, but unless they commit some other crime, they can't be arrested for being on the sidewalk. If they're on United Center property and they won't leave, United Center will send a complaint. Otherwise, if they're waiting for a bus or whatnot, then we'll just monitor the situation.
Alright, per 90, if they're on the sidewalk, just ask them to leave. If they're on United Center property, the United Center will send complaints.
Alright, then available cage car for transport 127 South Kilpatrick.
11. Okay, Genesis, they have a disturbance, 4639 North Lincoln, 4639 Lincoln. Samantha Ross, this is a male, white in his 50s, wearing Chicago clubs, jersey, black shorts, holding a can of Coca-Cola, standing in front of the doorway, refusing to allow clients inside. Says now he's sitting on the curb in front, drinking.
back of the park near the playground, but he's called from the business line inside the park. 10-4, we're standing right here in the park. Like I said, it's pretty calm. Alright, slow it down for that battery in progress, 1610 on Howard. If anybody else is going up there, slow it down.
Might be related to your job.
Charlie, yeah, she's here and she's leaving. Everything's good.
Thank you.
Have a auto accident 3948 Walcott, 3948 Walcott. Auto accident location with a slight disturbance on scene. And info for the police seminary in Montana Seminary. So there's a lot of blood on the ground. Looks as if who or whatever was bleeding was drugged around the corner. Nothing further.
2-1.
2-1.
Get lunch 2024 West Montauk.
West Madison at the State Farm, 5 black broken windows location. Black and wearing white t-shirt, standing by bike. So further information on phone record.
Can I see that just the bike?
Domestic battery 4479 North Kenneth, anonymous caller. The third party reporting his neighbors who are husband and wife are fighting. Police are to go to the courtyard, nothing further.
Atrium entrance on Madison, if you're not on arrest or anything, go to North Atrium entrance on the Madison side, stage there.
Well, jumping on squad cars over here, we can't just leave the cars on this end unprotected.
Alright, well, you guys leave whatever you need there, but everybody else come this way because United Center Security is going to form a line and they're going to start asking people to leave the property, which is, from what they're telling me now, is the curb. The curb line on the south side of the street is property.
Ran through the gateway toward the alleys, and another male just ran through the gateway as well. Caller that off, there's no other info, 7-digit code 6 24, want to take a look at a prostitution call on Greenleaf, double 24's beat. I'll send it over. This is 433. 2433. We have a 30 at Devon and Ridge, please. Devon and Ridge, 10-4.
Near the entrance to Belmont Harbor on West Drive.
Chicago 34, you got the bike path near the harbor. On harbor, 90.
Alright, 1134, 10-4 on your message. I'm going to stack this stripping auto. Complaint got waved down by, or 1140 got waved down by the complainant, Harrison and Spalding. See if you can find Diaz over there when you're clear. Harrison and Spalding.
932.
Scene at the laundromat's been processed and cleared.
Alright, 10-4.
1762 Charlie for info. You guys okay over there? We just got a battery in progress call, 3939 Hamlin.
219 the citywide, assault in progress was Joe Osco, 3531 West Broadway, 3531 Broadway, got 3 male black and a female black screaming at each other, and they might fight, nothing further, zone 2 clear. Alright, I'll stick it on your back.
Battery against the police officer or something against the police. Otherwise, security would have to sign a complaint.
So far. Are we working on zone 3 for this situation, or is there an alternate frequency?
Zone 3.
Hey, squad, thank you.
1290, let's see if CTA can get some more buses over here on Madison. Maybe they can get some more buses so we can get these people out of here.
10-4, 1298 spoke to CTA. They are getting the CTA supervisor out there as well as more buses.
Nobody getting on the bus. The buses pull up, nobody gets on.
Okay.
And hit them both. Caller's concerned for her mom's car. And if that doesn't take you in, a burglar alarm on the beat at 4731 West Gladys, Carmen Rivera residence. It's the main back door.
And then with details to follow, Windsor and Sheridan for the person with the gun.
Description one more time.
They didn't give one. They just said 10 gang members on the corner. One had a gun. I guess the cops are still waiting for details. To the park.
82 over this one. Guy's height, new vehicle 8542.
Impending in 12 EMS call, Thomas and Washington with a battery victim, assault in progress, 2514 Thomas, suspicious person, Canal and Kinsey, disturbance made in Fulton Market, commercial line 219 North Carolina, EMS call 2100 West Warren, or defender 2333 West Madison, suspicious person, Washington Elizabeth, suspicious person, 171 West 21st Street, person wanted 2336 West Cermax, a citizen 17 the Naaman, burglary report 1821 19th Street, Santa Parker 1157 West 19th Street, pending in 12.
Adam. 1165 Adam.
3555 Adam.
Okay. Punch lab or gas or what?
For takes Post Jackson and Springfield.
14253, 14253.
Assault just occurred. That's at 4815 South Marshfield. That's related to our auto accident. If you could just combine the two tickets.
Alright, 10-4, will do.
T Alley just south of Irving.
Slow it down.
Alright, we're taking a slow down now. These calls keep coming in. We want to make sure you're safe.
A loud argument.
Oh, good. Lovely. Happy Monday.
You go from your foot, head over division of spotting for hit and run. Third party station hit and run to blue two-door Acura. A black Enclave with white Sox stand in the back, split eastbound on division.
Eastbound on division, that's 11. David.
966 David.
Nothing further.
North Atrium, where the Hawks statues are.
Alright. On Spalding and 38th Street near the school bus yard, see Julio. He found a stolen auto under John Adam 388529.
Someone arrested, they will let us know, otherwise let security deal with it.
Alright, per 90 security is moving people to the west.
He's hanging from the side of the bridge and walking through cars. Congress and Colmar. Got details to follow on him.
So they had some beer and some vodka hitting under the parked car. One has on a baseball hat, no description on the other.
For the last job, can we get a personal at Foster Beach?
Foster Beach, 10-4.
431. Well, can you clear me and put 337 about, please?
10-4.
Female black on one cup shirt, female black screaming at each other in front of the store. Might be a fight.
No further. Zone 2.
4563.
For 350 van. So it's been there about 3 days now with a cracked windshield, no city sticker. Registered back to a Frankfurt address. Got a plate 113313, 0 Z as in boy.
And 4.
Cars on fire north of Diversity.
Unit 12, panic alarm, residential 3104 Fulton, 3104 West Fulton, keep on the keychain.
Next question.
They're calling back. It looks like they were able to exchange without any incident. They're looking to cancel the call.
What's up? We're on scene. We're talking to them.
Alright.
4117.
A couple of days back to Wood Street, south of Madison. They're doubling back around. They're coming back south. We want to prevent that, please.
Alright, 4117, need some cars south of Madison on Wood Street. They're doubling back.
Here's over in a red shirt and blue pants.
3918 Adam. Over my ID, please.
Just got another ticket, hit the bars. Looks like they're around 42nd and Western now. Black SUV still headed southbound, driving recklessly.
On Periscope, because they're going to be mad if you don't.
Right, because we have a lot of good...
Yeah, Gregory Hendricks says a valid ID. Clear to 101.
We'll get them on the bus for free, okay? If they need to get on the bus, that's fine. Help them get on the bus and just tell the driver they're going to have to get on the bus.
4553.
And pass 6, Adam through David.
14347, 14347.
See if you can spot this reckless driver, 42nd and Western. It's a black SUV. It's been headed southbound for a while, driving recklessly.
You go back to where that person is in one of those wagons, and you can start to head into 12 to do the arrest report. If you do have an arrest, go back into 12 to do the arrest report. If you need a complaint related to the trespass issue, then go to gate 6 by the employee entrance and look for Tim, the head of security.
Alright, for 9, if you have any arrests, you can go to 12 for the report. If you need any complaints, go see Tim at gate 6 for complaints.
Alright, come in. Home on the radio, 10-4. Alright. At this time, group 2, you can start your lunch, remove your vest. While at lunch, please do not leave any posts unmanned. If you're still waiting on your partner to get back, call it in on the radio. Council time is 10 hours. 90.
Same, public remote. Public remote.
Alright, regular remote. Group 2, you can start your lunch. 2010.
That's right.
Now, you can't tell me that each and every one of YouTube advertisers are liberals.
No, they're not liberals. No,
I know that there are some conservative people that advertise on YouTube.
Right, but any small business person, they don't care who you are. Do you got some green money?
Right.
How much are we selling? What is the
And what are the demographics?
That's right.
But it looks like YouTube is making the decisions on where the advertisers need to be. Go ahead.
When you guys get a chance to clear from the United Center, we need your head south to Pilsen.
So their aim is to silence you by first taking away your finance. Then they strip you down to damn near nothing, so that you will have nothing other than a choice but to depend on them.
That's what they do.
Okay?
That's the Democratic plantation playbook.
While at the same time telling you that the Republicans have done this to you.
Right.
And then you be so hungry that you believe them.
Because this ain't no Republican.
No, this ain't Republican.
These are liberals.
Liberals.
That's doing this foolishness right here.
Right.
This is no Republican.
That's right.
And if we don't speak out, if we don't use our voices and speak out about this, you all,
right,
our country is going to change.
Yes.
It's going to forever be changed.
And
it's only going to be one-sided.
Right.
And that's not right.
That's not right.
That's not right.
And then, when it comes time to vote, you unconsciously will vote. Because in your mind, you will say, well, at least I'll be able to eat. Because they're going to drop you a few crumbs.
That's right.
Okay, I'm just telling you what the Democrat playbook is.
What they do?
Yeah, and I knew this. When it happened, I smelled it. I was like, oh, this smells like
sugar honey iced tea.
And I know this is
sugar honey iced tea.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it smelled like. And so I would like to tell the Democrats, you have met your match.
You match your match, baby.
You know, and anybody that has met me, still know that I'm short. But I will knock you out. And the bigger you are, the harder you're going to fall. Because I'm not scared of you.
I don't think they thought this all the way out and thought this all the way through. And I know people keep saying, well, go on another platform. No. Because I built our platform on YouTube. We did that on YouTube. One subscriber at a time. Okay?
And they have tools there for you to utilize. And when you take and you sign that term of services,
when you click on that block and say you agree to the terms of service.
Terms of services, there are services that they're going to render you as long as you keep your platform clear and free of anything. But to come and say that our platform represents controversy,
and all of this other crazy stuff. What you're doing is you defaming our brand. You're defaming what we are.
Brand.
It's defamation of character on top of that. Yeah. Don't put us in no category.
Yeah, like we're violent extremists or something.
We're not no violent extremists. We've seen some people getting their heads chopped off on YouTube.
Right.
Did you demonetize their stuff?
No, YouTube didn't do that.
Now if we were sitting up there with our clothes up to our navel, taking somebody's husband, or spitting out babies, then all of our stuff would be monetized. But because we have a conservative point of view, we support the president. We happen to not fit the norm because we black conservatives and Republicans. Now you have a problem with
that. So I want to make sure that everybody understands. Let me tell you something, because the reason why you hadn't heard from Diamond and Silk, really heard from us, you have to get still.
That's right.
And get silent. You got to get still whenever stuff like this happens.
I can't go, because, honey, look, I be wanting to get bowed. And I had to be calm because this is what they do.
This is what they do.
And if they doing it to us, this one black guy, 625,000, probably more, subscribers. So that lets me know he built that platform. He put the money in there to build that platform. And then all of a sudden, they even cut his monetization.
They cut it
and
out.
I'll tell you. After this break, we'll be right back. Okay, you all, so we back. So they cut his platform because they didn't like, I guess, how he was trying to help black people. His platform is based, is built, his audience is black people, and he's trying to help them come up. And YouTube, I guess they must have didn't like that. We would say allegedly. Maybe that's why they pulled, but they stopped the monetization on a lot of his videos. And I believe that was like his livelihood.
Bread and butter. A lot of people, this is their livelihood. But see, with these elections and stuff coming up, with the election that just happened, they was not looking for President Trump
to win. Right.
They are so used to the media steering the narrative on how they want everything when it comes down to the election,
right?
How they want it to go,
right?
But this time they had something that they didn't count on, right? We didn't know about, nobody knew about, and it's called social media.
Social media.
Whenever Diamond and I went on the
YouTube platform,
the news,
news,
the media, out in the media,
right.
They tried to make us look ignorant,
right?
Try to talk over us, talk us down, make us look like we didn't know what we were talking about. And when they saw that they could not trap us like that,
that's right.
They took and censored us by stopping us from being on these different shows.
Right.
And what we did is we used what we had,
which was social media.
And
social media is a platform for people to come together with creative ideas.
Right.
It never says, well, you have to have a liberal idea.
That's right.
It says creative ideas, everybody coming together.
Exactly.
With different ideas. Coming together. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so what's happened now is they still don't understand how President Trump won this thing. Okay? So what they're doing now is getting prepared for 2020, for these upcoming elections. And they are trying to figure out a clever way to shut all conservative voices, especially the ones that helped in this last election, find a way to shut them down because they know that our voice is powerful.
Right.
Okay? And remember, everybody, your voice is power. Do never let anybody shut you up
or silence your voice. Yeah.
And they know that. And so they're going around trying to find a way to make it hard for anybody to take and voice their opinion. But I'm so glad that I love to talk. And I like to listen to you talk.
Yes.
And we can do it for free. Because it running your mouth is for free.
Right.
I mean, you can run your mouth anytime. You don't have to put a coin inside of me to run my mouth.
But if YouTube have a platform for you to monetize your videos.
That's right.
And it was monetized already for 2 years.
That's right.
Our video should not have been demonetized.
It should not have been demonetized.
Another thing, I heard that YouTube talked to over 250 advertisers.
Yep.
How many advertisers do you got? Because that's just 250. Let them advertise where they want
to go.
What about the rest of them?
That's right. And if you have a problem with Diamond and Silk video, then let's talk about that video. Don't shut our whole page.
Right.
Or deem
all of our
page.
There's something wrong with all of our videos.
All 400 of our videos.
And let me tell you how we know that they're being biased. We put out a video the other day where we were with two patriotic Americans that happened to be white, and we were all having lunch and having a good time. Because I had chicken and waffles, I remember. Yes. We were all having a good time. They deemed that video as not suitable for all advertisers. And we wanted you to be the judge of that.
Right.
What did you think about that? And a lot of you all could not believe it. So I'm telling you all, this is a violation of our civil and political rights.
That's right.
Because those rights are put in place so that the government or these social organizations will not infringe upon your views, they won't repress you and regress you about what you believe here in society.
That's right.
You know? And I think it's unfair. I also think it's unfair for the left to always blame the GOP, the Republican Party, for all of this hate. It just bothers me.
And see, I've been trying to keep calm all day.
Well, I know you have, but here's the deal.
Yes.
So y'all want to know what Diamond and Silk going to do. The first thing is I need to know who's all going through this.
Yes.
So tomorrow, hopefully it'll be out tomorrow, we will be putting out a petition.
That's right.
And I want everybody to sign.
Everybody.
Because what we want Google, who own YouTube, to know, stop the censorship and stop the discrimination.
That's right.
They're going to have to stop this.
Exactly.
We are not radical.
That's right.
We're not extremists. We're not out there in the streets fighting each other.
That's right.
All we're doing is sitting on our platform. On this YouTube platform we built. And we're talking to our fans.
That's right. And we took... And we did not go out, okay, and go on someone else's platform and put our information there. We did not do that. People came to us and subscribed to us.
That's right.
So for the trolls that do not like what we are saying, you can go somewhere else. And you too have a block button.
That's right.
Where you can block a person if you don't want to see them on your feed.
Right.
So if you don't want to see Diamond and Silk on your feed, just block us.
Right.
It's all you have to do. You see? So what I want to say to everybody, because we're not going to give up.
No.
I want you to go to our YouTube channel,
right?
The Viewers View, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Viewers View.
And go to diamondandsilk.com.
Yes.
There is something called the RSS feed.
If you go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see the DNS videos, RSS.
Click on that and subscribe. So whenever we drop a video
on our page,
you should get a message, okay, that we dropped one, okay?
That's right.
Because we have to work around this here until this here get worked out.
Yes.
Thank you all for just, you know, just having our back and being there for us. And all of your emails are going to be answered. The people that's sending in about, okay, how do we advertise with you? All of that stuff is going to get answered. They're going to sort all that stuff out. They're going to answer that.
Yes.
So please don't worry. Somebody will get back with you. And I thank you all for that. Because at the end of the day, we're not the only conservative voices. 60-some million people voted for President Trump.
Yes.
And so...
And if somebody was advertising ketchup, okay, when you go to pour that ketchup on a hot dog, that ketchup is not going to stop midway and say, wait a minute, are you conservative or are you liberal?
That's right. When they
that's
advertise toilet paper, don't we all got to use toilet paper?
Hello?
Don't we all got to use
it's
that?
It's not based on your political views.
It's not based on that. So this is clearly censorship. This is discrimination.
Yes, it is.
And to my African American people, my black people, this ain't funny.
No.
Because the same thing they doing to us two black girls that happen to be conservative and Republicans, they will do the same. They've been doing it to you all for years. You don't even realize it. Some of you men that's trying to come up with business, you always get mad. Oh, you got to go blame the white man because they knocking you down. And then they try to make you think it's a Republican. No, these are straight Democrats that's doing this foolishness.
That's right.
And you all need to know about it. So it ain't nothing funny about this.
It's not. It's absolutely nothing funny about it, and they need to know it. They need to recognize it. So look, we're gonna work through this right here, and we will not be moved.
We would not be moved.
We're gonna continue to talk. We will put here for a reason.
That's right.
Hey, we're gonna go right on through it because God would not have brought us to it if He wasn't going to send us through it.
That's right.
He was going to see us right through this right here, and we're going to get through all of this, and we're going to come out like pure gold.
And there's no way we will be here unless God didn't want us here.
That's right.
I mean, what the likelihood, two country girls, how all this stuff happen?
Look, girl,
I mean, you got what I'm saying.
I look back at some of our old videos,
and you just get tickled, don't you?
Girl.
I mean, no. So we cannot let people shut us up because people want to spread lies.
Yes.
They want to spam flies, tell lies, and get you to believe it.
Yes.
They take and sensationalize a story and evoke an emotion. And everybody running around here acting crazy.
Like a fool.
And don't even know the facts.
Don't even know
And then if you don't buy into the lie, here come the trolls. They trying to call you out your name.
Out your name.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
So
the other day, I'm always minding my business.
We don't bother nobody. No.
And I see, the very fake news announcing something is going down in Charlottesville.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm looking, it looked like somebody is, they're doing their little demonstration because they don't want this statue to be removed, whatever.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I know that you're going to go there, but can I just say one thing about the statue? Okay. Everybody remember your history. It was the Democrats that wanted to extend slavery. Okay. It was the Republicans that fought for your freedom.
That's right.
Okay. And so these statues,
people didn't know that.
No, people
of color didn't know that.
Did not know that.
Go ahead.
That's right. So a lot of these statues represent a lot of that stuff that the Democrats have done. And a lot of these Democrats, especially Democrats, ran cities. They want those statues to come down because they do not want you to remember from what they did to you back in slavery. Your history. They don't want you to know your history because if you don't know your history, it will repeat itself and you don't even know that it happened.
And that's why I said, they want to bring it down. Then take all of those statues, put them in a museum because we can never let the Democrats forget about what they did.
Exactly.
Another thing, The liberals and the Democrats need to be cautious how they run around here trying to take some statues down.
Right.
Because what's going to happen when you let a group of people in our country and they want to take down Martin Luther King statue or some of these other statues?
Hello?
It is going to be a mess.
It's going to be a mess.
It's going to be a mess.
That's right.
Y'all are creating a mess.
A mess.
A big mess. I'm telling you, you're creating a mess.
Okay, so you
Okay, so I went out. I had to get away from everything.
Right.
So we went out for a couple of hours to get away from everything.
Yes.
And I came back.
And
it seemed like we came back to chaos, you all. People was on television. They was fighting each other. They was throwing things at each other. I mean, when we come back, I'm going to tell you the horrific images.
It was ridiculous.
That we saw.
Oh.
We'll talk about it. Okay, you all, it's a good silk.
Girl, I'm telling you, I've been sipping all day.
Okay, you all. So the images that we saw on TV, bloody people, people bloodied, bloody people fighting and just going at it. I've never in my life seen anything like that, Silk. And my heart was broken.
It was disturbing.
My heart was broken because there were groups of people, and what were they fighting about? Was this really about a statue? Or was this about just clear hate?
Clear hate, right.
Just clear hate.
That's right.
Now, I heard that the neo-Nazis... No, but let me go back. I heard that somebody had a permit to be out there in one of those parks.
That's right.
I heard that somebody on the other side had a permit. But they won't give the names on who got that permit.
Right.
I heard that there were two parks. One group was supposed to be at one park. One group was supposed to be at another park. I heard everything got out of hand. Everything. I heard that, and we saw the neo-Nazi, because they made sure that they showed them the neo-Nazi, the KKK was out there. Antifa was out there. Black Lives Matter. Now these are the groups that I saw.
That's who I
That's
saw.
who the media kept showing.
That's right.
That's who I saw.
And that's who I saw all up out there fighting.
Now let me just say this here. I do not condone neo-Nazism, KKKism, Antifaism, white nationalism,
Black Lives
Matterism. I don't condone that.
No.
Because it has turned into hate. All of it's hate.
All of it's hate.
Even down to Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
You know, they get upset because they feel like they're getting a bad rap. But they started it when you started saying pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
That's
and
right.
because of you, officers got killed.
That's right.
I mean, officers. Because of that movement.
Yeah, and that was hate.
That was hate.
And what I can't understand, how can you take and go stop hate
with
hate?
That's right.
Because hate begate hate.
That's right.
And that's why all you saw was hate right there.
Somebody said, well, because, you know, they always get, you know, some people always get ticked off with Diamond and Silk. They do.
Whatever.
So somebody said, well, they were out there fighting for your freedoms. No. How can Black Lives Matter and Antifa be fighting for the freedoms of everybody else when you're blocking somebody else's freedom to free speech, even though their free speech was hate speech? Okay?
It's all, look, and to piggyback off of what you just said,
right?
The people that was there with their free speech,
right?
They had a legal permit
to be there.
Period.
It's the truth.
And if you don't like what somebody's going to say, don't
go. Listen, people say stuff all the time in our country that I think, oh my God, did they say that? Well, you know what? Let me just say this. Antifa and Black Lives Matter. If you all knew that the neo-Nazis and the KKK
and the white nationalists,
or whoever was going to show up. And the reason why I call out the white nationalists, because they got them deemed, if they call them like they got them deemed as white supremacists. Look, we don't know what it is. We don't know. I am not for, if you are a group and you acting like some of these groups that I know, all of it is,
they need to deem them all hate groups because you're spewing hate. And somebody said, well, Black Lives is not a hate group, it's a movement. I'm like, well, they moving a lot of hate.
They surely is, that's right.
Because from my understanding, the people, the white supremacists, they had a permit to be there.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait. I also heard another story.
Okay.
That one group of people called they used to be called the alt-right. They named themselves something else.
Okay.
So wait a minute. So let's back it up before we talk about the white nationalists.
Okay.
Because I think these are all different groups. I'm confused.
Right.
Look, this is confusing. This is all confused. I don't understand none of this foolishness.
Okay, let's say it like this. A group of human beings,
right?
Okay, that have a problem. They feel like they're superior and they want to be here on this country by themselves.
Because from what I heard, the alt-right is they feel like they racist superior.
Yeah.
Just like Black Lives Matter say Black Lives Matter, white alt-right is saying that. They're doing the same thing that the Black Lives Matter is doing.
They had a permit to legally be there to spew their hate.
Okay.
Peacefully.
Okay, that's right. So if they had their permit, nobody had the right to go over there and stop their free speech.
There you go. That's all I'm getting.
You can't do that. Listen, Antifa and Black Lives Matter.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't do that. I know. Listen. I was appalled.
Yeah.
When I turned on the TV and saw people marching with torches, some people with looking like the Ku Klux Klan and all of these. I was appalled by it. But still, do you know here in America what protects them? The First Amendment. And what you all did by getting into it with these people, you gave them more recognition. You gave them the right or the door to open up where they can sue. Because if they really had a permit to be there, and y'all came in and bum rushed them,
that's right.
The Justice Department is not going to be looking at you as standing up for somebody's free speech.
Right.
They're going to look at you took somebody's free speech away.
That's right. That's exactly what they're
That's the law. They're going to look at this here by the law.
And then who bust them in there?
That's right.
Who bust them in there? Okay. And then when you come up in there, listen up. When you come up in there and you have combat gear on, you have bats. You have pee and balloons. You have all of these stun guns and all of this other different stuff. You coming in there for war, okay? And you are the ones that is disturbing the peace.
Right.
But this is what gets me, Diamond.
Come on, girl.
I understand.
We got to tell the truth.
We got to tell the truth.
Go ahead.
I understand that a young lady has lost her life.
She lost 30-some years old. Lost her life. That right there, that thing tore me up.
Yeah.
Because I saw, listen, they had that stuff posted on YouTube in a matter of minutes.
Right.
I saw a leak and I just wanted to just throw up everywhere. I could not believe that. My heart goes out to her. And I don't care what side she was on. She's a human being.
That's
and she was killed.
She was killed.
For what?
And then the individual that ran the car, he's going to jail, and he
deserved to go to jail. He deserved to be in jail.
Yes.
And they trying to get him for second degree, so he probably will not be in jail. He probably won't get death. But he need to be in there for the rest of his life. He's probably going to be in there for
the rest of his life.
Yeah, because you don't do no mess like that.
To me, that's a hate crime.
That's a hate crime.
That's a hate crime, and I don't condone any of
hate.
that.
Yeah, right.
Okay? But this is what get me, though.
What, girl?
I turned on the TV.
You turned it on.
And I see them talking, and they want our president to be going off or say the name, white supremacists or nationalists.
White supremacists.
And they want to take and say it was because of them that all of this happened.
Okay, you all. Now, from what I heard, I do not believe that event was the KKK.
Right.
I think the KKK bust their behinds down there too. You know what?
I don't know who bust what down there, but what I do know is that there was somebody there that had a permit to be there in that park.
Yeah.
Okay? And for the ones that did not have a permit, you incited it, you instigated it, and you are the one that started it.
And listen, when the Justice Department and the FBI get involved, I don't give a damn how the media, the lies that the media is saying.
That's right.
The one thing that this sheriff, this police chief came out and said today, it was both sides.
It was both sides.
They're not just going to be looking at one side.
Right.
They're going to be looking at both sides. They're going to be looking at both sides.
And then for the black pundits that I saw on TV, upset. It was an alt-right group. It was an alt-right event. No, no, no. They had a permit to be where they was at. If they wanted to spew their hate, they did their hate within a confine or wherever the permit was at. For you to come and interrupt their hate speech, you just as bad as them.
That's just like I live here in this house.
Yes.
I'm having a party.
Right.
I'm having a party and I'm drinking a lot of alcohol. Okay? So I'm drinking. And then somebody don't like the fact that I'm drinking here in this house
and
where I pay the bill up,
right?
And they come in, bum rush me, and start going off and start beating up on me and beating up on my guests and everything.
Yeah.
And even though the norm is you ain't supposed to be drinking like a fish, but the thing is you doing it, and I'm setting up for everybody else because you doing it. But when I have the paperwork to be here, you may not like what somebody have to say,
right?
But you don't have the right to stop their freedom of speech.
That's
right. Because now what you're doing is encroaching upon their First Amendment right, and you open the door for these people to start slapping people with lawsuits. I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell the Antifas and the Black Lives Matter, and it would have been good. Black Lives Matter, Antifa, it was a lot of people upset. Listen. I was upset when I turned on the TV and seen some KKK stuff.
Okay.
But that would have been a good moment for the whole country to unite against the KKK and the neo-Nazis.
If they were spewing hate.
But how can you do that when you going over there and now y'all in a fight with these people? How can you think? We can't take up. We can't take up for that.
That's right.
Right is right. Wrong is wrong.
Yes.
The Ku Klux Klan, the neo-Nazi, they don't have a place in our country.
No, they don't.
But unfortunately, they still exist.
And they have a right.
But wait a minute. And they still exist. They have a right to free speech.
That's right.
That's something we can't stop.
Because see, at the end of the day, we're all human beings.
Right.
So we all have the same human rights. Okay? I don't care what group you in. I don't care who you're sleeping with.
Right.
I don't care what label you put on yourself.
Right.
I don't care what church you go to, what school you go to.
Right.
At the end of the day, you're a human being, and we all have access to the same human rights.
Right. And with those rights, you have a right to speak your mind, say whatever you want to say.
Right.
And if they had a permit to do it, it may have been hate speech to us. Look.
That was their legal permit.
Honey, when I saw them with them torches, I'm like, listen, I ain't never lived through that KKK stuff. But them fools come up over here. You know what's going to happen. Booyah. Somebody's going to get pummeled.
It was their legal right to take and cut out sheets if they wanted to cut out sheets.
But then, how can you go off on them cutting out sheets when Antifa got their heads covered up like with black sheets
and rags? I guess it's the same script, different mask.
You know, it's all wrong. It's all wrong, you all, on both sides.
On both sides.
We have to unite this country.
Yes.
This country, we are so divided. And tonight, they're out there protesting in front of Trump Tower. No. You need to go protest down there in Charlottesville to that mayor.
Right.
I am so appalled.
Yes.
With the mayor of Charlottesville.
The mayor.
Because you knew these groups was coming.
Yes.
And you didn't put measures in place. You knew it was going to be some clash.
That's right.
What did you do? But let me tell you what they didn't do. We'll talk about it. When we come back, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Know that these groups are coming into his town. Now, you know what I was appalled by?
Why?
The fact that he was making his media press run.
Oh, he was
skinning and grinning when we have a young lady that done lost her life and several people that's been injured on both sides. Because I'm not taking nobody's side in this. And you got that mayor didn't put measures in place
That's
to make sure. Because here's the deal. If you didn't have enough officers, we're not going to be able to hold this here. We're not going to be able to give none of you all no permit because we ain't got enough officers to cover this right here.
That's right.
And I would like to know who bus people in.
And who paid for that?
Who paid
for those people to be there? Who orchestrated that?
Right.
Because I heard that they had big old coolers full of balloons that was filled with urine.
Oh my God.
Yes. Pepper spray.
Listen, y'all.
What the?
Nobody is exempt from this.
Nobody.
Ain't nobody exempt from this.
And then for the news media, our president come out to make a statement.
And he made a good statement.
A wonderful statement in the midst.
Denouncing all hate on both sides.
On both sides.
When you take and you go up and you hit somebody with a stick with nails, that's hate.
That's hate.
When you take and you have a balloon filled with urine and you throw it on somebody, and I don't give a damn which one of y'all did it.
That's right.
All of that is hate.
And when you come there with the intent to fight somebody, that's hate.
That's hate, y'all.
That's hate.
I can't be on your side with hate. And I most definitely ain't on the Ku Klux Klan side. These neo-Nazis. Because I see you. You had them little torches.
Yeah.
Honey, I thought it was Roots all over again. I said, what the hell? I never looked. I don't need to live through that era.
Listen, they might have had their torch.
But they had
a legal permit to be there with their torch. In the
wait, wait, we messing up.
Are we messing up?
No, because I believe that the KKK and the neo-Nazi gonna bring themselves to somebody's group.
Oh, so they the one had the torch.
They the one. I don't know who had the damn torch, girl. I don't know who had the torch.
What I do know is
I saw the torch.
I do know this. On the day of when all of this happened on Saturday, whoever was in their little peaceful area hating or whatever.
Did they have the torches there?
I don't know if they had the torches there, but they had a permit to be there.
That's right. Well, yeah.
That's all I know. Okay,
y'all,
and the news media, they need to apologize to our president ASAP because they wanted to put blame like this because this was an alt-right event. It's the alt-right. Blame
First of all, stop tying the president, the Republican Party, the GOP to all of these alt-right groups, the neo-Nazis, the KKK. Do you know all of this stuff was made up? It started with the Democratic connotation. And the reason why I heard, now I don't know if this is true about the alt-right, but I can only go about what I heard.
What did you hear? Allegedly.
I heard allegedly that the alt-right got started because when the Black Lives Matter movement was going on, they would, instead of them saying all lives matter, it was all about the Black Lives Matter, and your life couldn't matter if you was white, right? And so the alt-right came along and said, you know what? Well, we want our lives to matter. We want to be important too. But let me tell you all something. Diamond and Silk, I don't go for the Black Lives Matter, and I don't go for the alt-right. We are Americans first. Neither one of us is superior than the other. If I get on the Black Lives Matter about saying Black Lives Matter, it should be all lives matter, then alt-right, I'm sorry. We have to come together. We are Americans.
That's right.
I can't go. I gotta be honest.
That's what we just said. We are Americans first, not a color.
That's right. So stop
we have to stop that.
Stop that right there.
That's right. And hate will never end until you all realize that we're all Americans. That's right. What you have to start realizing. Because I'm even just looking at a lot of. If you go to our website diamondandsilk.com and click on the wall of shame.
Oh God! Look at how much hate.
The hate
that we get.
Especially
the same hate that they out there beating the KKK for, they spread it too. You ain't no better than them when you do that.
No difference.
You ain't no difference in them. And for the media to make a set of group think that everything is okay, you didn't do nothing wrong, because these KKK
was out.
Listen,
no.
If you went. If y'all did this and started fighting each other, you was no better. Both of y'all was in that. Both of y'all was in that.
And if I know that the white nationalists or supremacists or KKK or what have you live 2 doors down from me.
Right.
If I know that and they having a clans meeting or whatever they doing, and I found out about that there too, okay? I am not going to get my posse to go down there to tell them these are our streets. You don't get to live on this street.
Right.
You got to go through a proper channel.
That's right.
Okay? And the way that a lot of these people went was wrong.
Right. And if you want to end hate, stop hate.
Stop hate. You stop hate.
Sometimes, you know, sometimes people are just, are so filled with hate. It's racism. Some people don't know no better. Sometimes you can kill people with kindness and show them the error of their ways. By not, Martin Luther King didn't spew hate to get his point across. No, he didn't.
That's right. And then our president came out again today. Okay? And he okay, look. Because he now had the opportunity to see exactly, okay, this is what's going on. Okay?
Right. And he spoke. Yeah, he told them.
And basically, like he said, to all of the thugs, everybody, including the white nationalists. All of you. The KKK.
He said
all of you. Okay? It won't be tolerated here. Pretty much. And I'm summarizing what he said. It wasn't no more than a second when he got finished.
I know.
Here come the news.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a day late. Oh, it's $1 short. And I'm like, our president is damned if he do, and he's damned if he don't. And I just wish the president would just leave all of this, just damn them, and go ahead and continue with your agenda.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because you can't please people that have hate in their heart.
And then they want to say, stop the hate. How can you stop the hate when you hate the president?
Hello?
You've been hating him ever since he got elected.
Before
he got elected.
That's right.
You've been hating him.
Yes.
I don't see how the Democrats are going to win.
No, that's why they're trying to silence all of these conservative voices, okay? Because they know that they're not going to win.
Yeah.
And they want to keep this country divided. They want to bring in martial law. They want to be the one that controls this country. So that's why they keep busting in these Black Lives Matters and these Antifas and these different, it's more hate groups, but they're just not well known yet. And they keep busting them in because they want to keep create chaos.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
I also did a little research.
Okay.
Do you all know the KKK and them, they have these little meetings all the time? In the how did this get blown out of proportion? Who fed this stuff to the meeting?
That's right.
I heard that all of this stuff been going on, and I just didn't know nothing about it. They be out there doing their little thing, but it don't get this riled up.
No.
So I'm looking at the mayor. Who got this all riled up?
Hello.
Who knew that this stuff was going to take place with this group?
Right.
And then I heard, you all, that they were ordered, I guess it must have been an alt-right. Oh, I hope I'm saying it right. But they were ordered to leave.
To leave. That's right.
But in order for them to leave, they had to go through the mob crowd. They had to go through Antifa and them.
Right.
So now those people got pummeled and spray painted.
And that's why the police, they pushed the police back. Those
people got pummeled trying to get out. And I think it's so sad. You all listen. I see.
And what you just said, the deal is, the news media jumped the gun before understanding what really happened.
They took, because they make money, sensationalizing a story.
You're right.
The very fake news ratings is, honey, Charlie Brown probably got more. We probably got better ratings.
We got better ratings
than them. Okay? And they're trying to find something. If they keep spinning it in the media, okay, there goes the narrative, and people start believing the narrative. I had people calling me, what's going on?
Right.
They said something is happening. The president ain't doing this, doing that. And I told them, hold, don't jump. You must be watching the very fake news. The president can't jump to everywhere when something jump off.
And when I went to do my research today, I didn't see our President Trump. I didn't see his name nowhere in the midst of
He had nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with this.
He had nothing to do with that.
And for the news media to take and try to tie his name to all of this stuff. Shame on you.
Shame on
you.
And
then for the mayor to try to tie our president name.
Yeah, he's sitting up skin in the grin. You should be concerned about that girl that lost her life because you didn't keep her protected. That's right. You sitting up here starting all of this foolishness.
That's right.
And now look, and we'll say allegedly, but I bet you if you slow walk him down.
That's right.
He's sitting up wanting to blame the president. The buck stopped with you. You knew these damn groups was coming in, and you did not protect the community from this. be fired.
He needs to
and
be
not
fired.
only that, the Justice Department
Yes.
needs to file some charges on him.
Exactly.
File some charges on him.
Yes. And I was
Because
looking at,
somebody is gone from here because of foolishness.
that's right. And I was looking at that police chief today. And I kept
Every time I tried so hard and got so far, in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you, push as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I put my trust in you, push as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. It doesn't even
I love this man. I'm gonna start calling him that. Hey,
Oh yeah, she's the social one.
Okay, yeah.
Moving around. I'm content.
I wonder if we can write how to get the power back.
In this farewell, there's no blood, there's no alibi. 'Cause I've drawn regret from the truth of 1,000 lies. So let mercy come and wash away what I've done. I'll face myself to cross out what I've become. Erase myself and let go of what
We got kids watching. They can call me the B word right now. I'm not going to get offended by it because I know exactly who I am.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Go to the wall of shame, or
Yes.
just scroll up and down our pages and look at the offensive things. That I'm quite sure people from Black Lives Matter, people from Antifa,
Yes.
it may be some people from the KKK that said some stuff, because
That's
I've seen
right.
some stuff from white folk too.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
It could be some stuff from the KKK.
Right.
Some stuff from these liberals.
Yes.
Oh, you've said a lot of things.
A lot of things.
But we know who we are.
We know who.
So I don't
who
have
we
to go on the streets and fight you.
No,
I can
I
just
don't.
ignore you.
I can ignore
so
you. That's
if
right.
Antifa and the Black Lives Matter was not full of hate,
That's
there's
right.
no way you would be over there fighting with those people.
with hate.
And what you just did was you just put them on a net. Not everybody
Give
talking
them more
about this.
ammunition, baby.
You
That's
got
all
to
you
learn
did.
how to listen. Don't invite yourself to a gunfight with a stick.
That's right.
Don't do. Just don't even. Why are you over there?
Why?
That is them spewing hate, and it was 50 of them. Look at them.
Yeah.
That is them.
That's
That is
them.
not. That's not.
Ignore
yeah.
them. You don't give it no energy.
Don't.
Because what you focus on is spam. Y'all focus on hate and you got hate.
Hate expanded.
Hello.
And then they want to protest in the street. Don't blame the president.
Don't you ever blame our president for this here foolishness.
Go down there and look at the mayor.
Yes.
Look at the mayor.
Yes.
Because you didn't know no better.
You say the thumbprint is everywhere?
Yeah.
There's some
You didn't know no better than to have both of these groups down there in Charlottesville when you knew they would clash. And then they were able to march through pockets of the town. And you didn't know what was going on. And I heard it. And you know what? I even heard that he allegedly told the police to stand down. And I heard this from a journalist that was there.
Yeah. And that asked a police officer. And that's what they
Some
told
ain't right.
That's right.
It's some sugar honey iced tea somewhere. We got to get to the bottom of it. And I hope that the Justice Department look at all sides. And anybody that was creating violence, I hope they're prosecuted to the fullest of the law, because people were hurt, and we have a young lady that did not deserve to lose her life. Her life is gone for no reason.
That's right.
For foolishness. Everybody need to be held accountable.
That's
all I got to say.
That's right.
Now, it is 10 o'clock. It's time for us to leave.
Well, I was just about to let everybody know that don't forget to like our Facebook.
Like and follow us on Facebook. Still go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you are
Hey,